If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace. Hi Virgo, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for August 2016. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And I pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, just as I used to do when I started doing these readings here 2 years ago on YouTube. At the end of each reading, I'm pulling one here for you in this month of August 2016. Please remember, these are general readings, and to get a reading with messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Ascendant, and Virgo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they will definitely resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Virgo, now onto your reading for August 2016. First card you have that shows up here today is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes sadness, loss, and regret. This card is also showing that not all hope is lost, because there are still 2 cups that are upright, not overturned, so there is still hope there. This card can sometimes come up when there is someone you've been connected to, or you yourself may have had a problem with alcohol in some way. Not always, but sometimes it can come up also with this card. I do feel that some of you are wondering, like, why am I always the brunt of things when things go wrong? Or why is it that relationships have to go sour, and situations and relationships where they go south? I am picking that up for some of you. So some of you are having, like, kind of feeling sad and feeling a little let down by some things that have already occurred. I don't feel they're occurring now as much. This feels to me like things that have happened to you in the past and you're thinking about them now. I do feel that there's a sense in you that you want a clean sweep of things, a clean start, a fresh start. But I still feel like you're kind of dealing with some dangling on, hanging on things that have gone on before that come up to me as like a rocky past, or rocky situations that went on in your life in the past. You would like a clean sweep and a clean break of them now, but I still feel like they're still, they're still lingering. Some things, it could be feelings and emotions and mentally. It doesn't mean the situation is still lingering. It could just be lingering on inside of you mentally and emotionally. I do feel that you're at your best when you have control of situations. I feel you feel unsettled or uncertain and maybe out of sorts when you get put into positions where you don't have control. I'm not trying to say here that you're a control freak. What I'm saying is, the way it comes up to me makes me feel like there's been situations in your life that have put you in positions where you don't feel like you've had control over things that have gone on in the past. And I feel that was very unsettling and disruptive to you in the past. So now you feel more at peace and calm and settled when you feel like you have more control of what things that are going on for you. So this is why it's really odd, but for some reason I really keep feeling like this Sadness, loss, and regret is really connected to do with a lot of things that have already happened for you before, but the lingerings of it is coming up in your mind or still troubling you now. I do feel you have to be careful of not having too much of a sedentary life, and that you need to get out and be out and about and active more. That's not going to apply to all of you. I'm sure there's some of you that are really gung-ho with exercising and working out and doing all that, but there's some of you that aren't, and maybe you used to do that, or you've kind of like, that's fallen by the wayside and you've given it up. I feel it would be wise for you to get back into doing, even if it's small, like just taking a walk for a mile a day or a few blocks a day, starting somewhere. But they're bringing up, you have to be cautious about having too sedentary of a life. Now, if you're someone that in your family, you're prone to problems with arteries and veins, hardening of the arteries, or any kind of cholesterol issues, or just like vein issues, arteries, veins, I'm getting all that. I feel like you need to have that blood flow, because sedentary life, it's just going to, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not sure that what I'm saying to you is correct, but this is how I'm perceiving from what my guides are showing me. It's not going to help any kind of issues you may already possess that have to do with arteries or veins. Even kidneys come up here with it too. The next card that comes up here for you in your reading for August, Virgo, is the World. And the World is a card to me that symbolizes having control. Funny that control came up as an issue here. Here, this card symbolizes control. This to me is the planets in the heavens, the spirit guides around you, conspiring to help give you more control in your life. I do feel that you're going to get invited to attend some small gathering for someone in the month of August. This could be a christening, a baptism, or a birthday party but I feel like there's somebody very young there, like a baby, an infant, a small child. They may be the guest of honor, but I do feel you're getting invited to some small party or gathering. Some of you, I see you getting travel arrangements and travel plans in order in August, or getting it together. And I also see, if you're not traveling, or it could be traveling to do with moving, because I also see you getting things in order in regard to making some kind of move. So either you're traveling because you're moving and you have to look for a new place, or you're getting yourself situated, or it's traveling is separate and moving is separate. Either way, it comes up about getting things in order to do with traveling and or moving. I see some of you putting on your fighting spirit. I don't mean fighting in a mean way. I mean fighting like, I'm going to do it. Like, like that spirit, that I'm going to do it spirit. And I feel that some of you are actually going to be creating a website. Now, it could be for business, but you could be creating a website just to post knowledge and inspiration, spiritual messages, or advice about certain topics or things that would then gravitate people to you, towards your business, or you just want to share, but it could be a business. But I do see some of you like getting very determined about getting together a website, or it could be, if you already have a website, you could be redoing your website and making it new. I also see some of you Virgos that are working Virgos or business owner Virgos, either one, doing some networking and linking yourself up with others through networking in August. You could be going on LinkedIn, or it's just some other type or form of networking. You could be doing it through other types of social media on the internet, or in other ways, like, going to group and community service meetings in your town. But I do get networking is very strong for Virgos in the month of August, and even moving forward and going into September. The funny thing about you, Virgo, so far in your reading, a lot of your things feel like they're either starting in August and continuing on in September, or they apply to both August and September. I felt that way about quite a few messages for you here. So the next card you have in your reading is a very good card. You have the Star, and the Star is a card to me that symbolizes the divine source granting your wishes, hearing your prayers, and giving you some type of spiritual blessings coming to you. I see some of you Virgos beginning to train people, train and educate others and help others. That comes up strongly through the Star. You may be working with charity groups and charity organizations that farm out goods and or services to others, like to people in need from other countries. It could be through nonprofit organizations. Also farming out things in another way comes up here for Virgos. Literally farming itself, if you're involved in farming, but also farming out if you own your own business, or if you are in a position in a company you work for or business you're in working for someone else, that you have the ability to farm out things that you're getting overwhelmed with. Like if you have too much work on your plate, you may have to farm it out or subcontract it out to other people, or farm it out to other people that work for you or with you. So farming out comes up in quite a few different ways for you Virgos through this Star card. I do feel that some of you Virgos that have been manipulated and controlled by others, that has happened to you for the last time. You have either cut off your ties and associations with the manipulators, or, well, which is what I feel the most strongly, or you're just ending the manipulation cycles. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to end dealing with them. In some cases, maybe you're just like really privy to how they manipulate you, and you're putting the brakes on and stopping it. Either way, it comes up like you putting a stop and an end, one way or another, to any kind of manipulations that have gone on from other people to you, directed at you. I do feel in some regards, it's going to sound like, why is this a blessing? Because it is coming up through this card, that spiritual blessings. I feel that some secrets that people had kept hidden from you got revealed. And I feel like it already has happened. And I do feel that you're dealing with it now. And or it's happening in August. It's either already happened and you're dealing with it in August, or it's happening at the beginning of August, and in August you're dealing with it. Because I do feel like some of the secrets that come out are I don't want to lie, I feel like some of them are hurtful to you, but it's better and more beneficial to you that you are aware of them and you know what they are. That's how it comes up. I also feel if you are a screenwriter or have written some kind of screenplay or a play or something that you want to see go into some sort of production, in either a TV show, a movie, some like small, even if it's only like a small piece, it doesn't have to be something gigantic. I feel that somebody's going to take it on. Somebody's going to agree to produce it or make it or whatever you want to say. That comes up for some of you Virgos. I also see some of you are going to be training and educating you yourself are going to be learning some new skills. Also comes up here. So even though I got earlier, you may be training and educating others, I see some of you Virgos getting trained and educated and learning some new skills. So that's going to be a blessing for you as well. So the next card you have here in the reading for August, Virgo, you have the Ten of Rods. And the Ten of Rods is a card to me that symbolizes, it can flat out symbolize being overburdened. But to me, it means these wands of burden are knowledge and experiences that you've gained that are now going to help you on the journey that you're going on to new and better horizons. So even if you felt overburdened, this will be the knowledge and experience you gained is going to help you. Some of you, I do feel, are moving out of an old place and moving into a new place. That comes up for some of you. I do feel that you've been put to the test over and over again by family members in particular, and I feel that they've put too much burdens and responsibilities on you in the past, and I get that you're going to cut that off and you're not going to be dealing with it or doing it anymore. So that comes up as you cutting off these burdens. I do feel that some of you are experiencing some family members arguing or bickering or fighting about money. That comes up. Now, it may have already occurred. You know, yours is a little different than the other signs. I have to be honest, because I keep feeling like some of these things that are coming up through these cards, for many of you, I feel some of these issues have already happened. I do feel that you're going to be some of you are going to be managing and controlling some kind of endeavor that is yours. So this feels like, you know, if you're in the entertainment field, you could be managing yourself, which may be hard to do, because I'm sure that's a lot of work in addition to performing and rehearsing and the things you need to do, managing yourself. But I do get that. And I also get managing yourself in a sense of having your own business. If that doesn't apply, if you're not in, you know, if you're not a musician or a singer or in the performing arts in any way, this could be your own business, managing yourself in, you know, you could be becoming your own boss. I do see some of you Virgos are actually going to be getting a new group of associations and friends, like associates and friends. Making new associations and friends comes up strongly for you. So if you've had to let go of some people because of them imposing their will on you or manipulating and controlling you or trying to take advantage of you, don't lose heart, because you've got some new people getting ready to enter into your life. Friends and associates of, you know, a variety of different kinds here. So the last card you have of the 5 for August is the 3 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes expanding your skills, expanding your craft. If you have your own business, you could be expanding your services or the products you offer, or opening a new division or a new store or another website. This, if you're working for somebody else, it could be a card saying they're giving you more job duties, more responsibilities. Your work is expanding. It can also be expanding your skills, like learning how to do what you know how to do even more, increasing your know-how. I hear it's now time to travel. Get your ducks in a row and go. So I do feel that some of you are getting ready to travel. Many things are going to be changing for you, I feel, especially in a work-related situations between August 1st and October 31st. I feel like you've got a lot of changes happening on the work front or business or job front for you in that time period. I do hear for you deal breakers. You're getting sick and tired of it. Because I hear people fighting with each other, and it's a deal breaker for you, and you're getting sick and tired of it. That's how it comes up. So for some of you, this is family members bickering and fighting with each other, and for others of you, this could be work. It could even be love, but to me, it doesn't feel like a love relationship. This feels more like more than one people, more than one person, and like it's multiple people. Not getting along, bickering, arguing, fighting, and I get that you're sick of it. Judgments come down hard, and I feel that you're going to see a rash of how can I say this nicely? A rash of stuff come down that maybe there's going to be some heads that are going to roll at a company you work for or business you're associated with, and a lot of people get fired because I get judgment comes down hard, and some people are going to get cut out. I do feel like you're going to be picking up the slack of it from anybody that gets let go or fired. And I also feel that you will be jumping on the bandwagon of, like, now it's time to ride that opportune train right now. So, like, if you're at a place where people quit or people got fired, it's your opportunity now to jump on and get, like, that position you want. That kind of thing is happening. Or if you own your own business and you see some other businesses falter and fell by the wayside, well, now you can come in and maybe you can revamp it or change it a little bit and pick up the slack, and you get on that train of prosperity because these other ones have now jumped ship or fallen by the wayside, or their businesses went under or whatever. So I see opportunities coming to you, but it's weird. It comes through some negative things, not at you, at either other people that you work with or other businesses that sunk and went under, that now you can, take on their, clients or their, whatever void that created in the market. You have to think on that. It was a little bit of a tricky, your reading was a little unusual, Virgo. Don't get mad at me. It did seem a little odd to me compared to the other ones. I'm always honest with you about what I get and what I see and how it comes at me. And it just felt a little different to me than the other signs than this month. So the card I pulled from you from the Enduring Virtues Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, you've got the card called Trust, the card of trust. So I'm going to listen to my guides and the angels here and see why did trust come up for you in the month of August 2016 for Virgos. I hear you're ready to move on. I feel like you're ready to move on with things in your life. I do hear that you're trying to gather all your energies and to stand firm and strong amidst the chaos. So from whatever chaos is going on around you, if it's family chaos or work-related chaos, I see you gathering your strength and trying to remain very solid and strong during that chaos. I do feel that recently you've had a real depletion of your energy and sapped your strength in some way. Again, you may argue with me and say, I don't know what she's talking about. I exercise all the time, blah, blah, blah. Then this message is not going to apply to you, what I'm going to say right here. Those of you that are not exercising need to get your blood circulating. Buy an exercise bike and watch TV and ride the bike while you're watching TV. If you don't feel like going outside and walking, or you don't want to do martial arts, or you don't want to join a gym and buy something that you can use at home or start walking, one or the other. I really feel it's important because the guides keep mentioning that over. It was repeated a few times, and they're even repeating it here through the trust card. I do hear that this card also comes up because you have agonizing feelings of someone letting you down. And it could be in regard to issues of trust were breached, or you don't have trust in them anymore. But I do hear issues of trust come up for you where people have let you down. You are going to feel like you can't cope with things the way they used to be, and now you're going to be going on your own or changing the way things are going. So there's some things that you feel like you can't cope with anymore. You've dealt with them too long. They've gone on in your life too long. And now you need some kind of change happening in regard to that. And that to me feels situational about people and things, how they've been affecting you and how things have been rolling in your life. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. And please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my videos to YouTube. And also please be sure to follow me on Facebook. I do post things there daily. I pull cards. I put up other spiritual insights and information and metaphysical other metaphysical information there as well. So please be sure to check that out. Those are things you won't be able to see here on YouTube, and also to follow me on Twitter. If you would like to get a continuation of this reading, Virgo, where I look into this crystal for you and get additional messages from my spirit guides for you for the month of August 2016, please click on the link below in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for August 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, and clicking on the Videos tab on my menu and going to page 6. And if you'll scroll down page 6 and about the middle of the page, you'll see August 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You just click on your sign and that link will take you to the video on Vimeo. I hope you have an amazing month of August, Virgo, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.